Okay, now that you've seen the demo of the 65421, let's talk about the power of it and how it really works. So the first thing we want to talk about are the 6 words, which are the magic words of "May I ask you a question?" And the key here is, think about this. Anytime you ask somebody permission to ask them a question, 2 things happen. One is you've commanded their attention because they have to listen to you to understand what the question is. And the second thing is you can now ask them any question you want to ask. You can ask about their politics, their religion, their sex life. Now, they don't have to answer, but you've got permission at least to ask them that question. So 6 words. May I ask you a question? And by the way, you can recycle all these phrases we'll use back and forth as you go through. So the 5 words are, if I could, would you? And this, boy, is probably one of the most powerful trial close phrases you'll ever use. If I could get you this car for only $8,000, would we have a deal? That is a one-way commitment. They are committed, but you're not, because you said, if I could, then would you, which is the commitment part. There's all kind of ways you can use that. So just practice with it, internalize it. It'll work. Then the 4 words are, is that fair enough? And there's probably a lot of different ways to ask that question, but in general, you're just setting the stage here because really most people want to be fair. So if you say, is that fair enough? Most people will agree, and you kind of set the stage then to move on with your presentation or to do the next thing. Because after all, how fair is fair enough? That's kind of an interesting point itself. Now, the 2 words are sign here. Now, that doesn't have to be those 2 words. It could be stand up, which is what we used in our demo. But a lot of times people are just waiting to have somebody tell them what to do. Just a quick example. I used to do in-home sales. And just a lot of times I'm sitting there with the prospects in their home, and I've already done my demo and got my things out. So I'll fill out the paperwork and hand it to them along with a pen and say, all right, sign here. I will then immediately turn the other way and start packing up my gear. And I wait and look back over at them and had this little puzzled look on their face. Now, you do this with a smile on your face, so I'd grab the pen away from them in a nice way. I'd grab the pen and scratch on something. Yep, it works, and hand it back to them. What happens at that point is this really begins to set the stage to bring out any of the objections they may have, the true objections, because we're here now to do business. So a lot of times just that sign here will work amazingly well. And then the last thing is this, is that most people have a tendency after somebody has bought something from us, well, thank you very much. I appreciate the business. Well, you may appreciate the business, but that's almost the wrong way of saying it. Congratulate them. Who's done who a favor? You've actually created something for them or helped them to achieve something that's really going to benefit them. So you want to congratulate them. Just changes the whole dynamic of what's going on. So I hope you've enjoyed the 65421. And so congratulations, you are now completed. So go out there and conquer the world. All right.